Hi there guys, welcome back. Happy 2022. It's been a strange last couple of years. Anyway, we're all still surviving, and welcome to my outdoor PlayStation. I do a lot of work out here. My normal business work is here in these sheds behind me, and I also have all my Webbers and whatnot that I can barbecue and do smoked meats and all sorts. So anyway, today I'm going to be starting a turkey, a 5-kilo turkey, which we're going to have on Sunday. Today's Friday. I've defrosted it for 3 days in the fridge, nice and slowly. Still a little bit frozen, but it'll be fine. And we're having our Christmas this weekend because of various COVID reasons and sons being away at work, out of the country. We all weren't available at Christmas, so our Christmas we're having on Sunday. Anyway, I'm going to be starting the turkey today. I'm going to brine it, put it in the brine for 48 hours, and after 48 hours I will then do a the barbecue on it, barbecue smoke. Okay, so there we've got our turkey. We've got the giblets that we'll use basically just to fry up some little snacks whilst we're cooking everything. We're going to make up a mixture to put in a bag and then put the turkey inside. So we will start with an orange. We'll quarter him, put a bit of a squeeze as we put it in. We'll get about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic, and we'll just smash them and put those in. Like that. And then get a lemon. We'll do that the same as the orange. Give a bit of a squeeze. As we put them in. Right, then the apple juice. I've got a half of one here. And I've got another full one. But really just, you can use anything. In the past I've used pineapple juice, I've used apple juice, I've used all sorts. Some sugar. I know recipes say exactly how much. I just put like a handful. Same with SPOGS, which is salt, pepper, onion, garlic, a bit of sugar and some spices. It's my everyday go-to rub. I use that all the time. Some salt. Not a lot. Whoops! Not too much salt. A little handful of salt. Some pepper. About a capful. And then also get like an Italian glaze from the butchery. It's what they use to glaze, and they put it on chicken and whatnot and let it just sort of soak in over a few days, and it really becomes nice like that. Italian seasoning is nice for chicken and turkey. So that's all of our liquids that we're going to put in. We're also going to put in some water to basically fill up the bags just now. So we need to get all of this dissolved. Right, so now I've got some bags, plastic bags. Couldn't get any big strong ones, so the butcher just gave me 3 of their normal bags, and I'll just use that. So we will put the turkey inside. It shouldn't leak. If it does, it's going to go into a container anyway. And then give it another stir. And pour that in. Then we're going to add some more water. So it's going to need about half a gallon of water, I suppose. Not quite, still need a little bit more. I should have had this water in a jug, I suppose. Right, that looks good. Twist it. Get some cable ties. Fold them over. And there we have it. So that now is going to go into another box, and 48 hours in his new home, we will take it out. Maybe I'll take it out the box, but we'll shake the box about twice a day, 3 times a day, whenever I walk past here. I've got a couple of fridges in the shed behind us here, so I will just give it a good old shake a couple of times a day, and on Sunday I will start to barbecue smoke it. Right, so until Sunday, see you again. Good morning again, guys. Right, it's 40 hours now since we put our turkey in the brine. We're going to get it stuffed just now, but first I'm going to get the charcoal going. I've got my little lighter cubes at the bottom, a chimney full of Weber briquettes. I'll light them up. I just use a little Inkbird Barbecue Go lighter. So that'll be ready in about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll carry on. Okay folks, so it's now time to stuff the turkey. I'm not doing any normal, like a chicken stuffing that I normally do. I've never done a turkey with stuffing, so I don't think I'm going to. So anyway, I use an apple, chop an apple up into quarters, an orange, I don't know how big it is, so to see how many we're going to use, some lemon. The recipe I will put in the description. Some garlic, which will be crushed. It's peeled already. Crush the garlic, and a couple of sprigs of fresh rosemary from the garden. So let's put these in. It's not such a big cavity, so yeah, can only fit one of each in. Sprig there, sprig underneath. Garlic should have gone in also beforehand. Anyway, it's all going to get in there. Push it to the back. Some it. Right, so that's all basically what I'm going to do for the stuffing. And I'm going to tie it up. Just to keep it all nice and tightly together. I will also tie the parson's nose up. Now remember, I'm going to be putting this into the rotisserie, so the rotisserie will also hold it together. So let's do a couple of knots like that. Doesn't really matter how it's done. as long as it's going to stay together. The wings I also tie a little bit just to keep them up. The little flappy bits have been tucked in. This is just so that they don't all flop around on the rotisserie. Right, so that's there like that. Now I'm going to put it on the rotisserie spike. I'm going to use my meter probes, one in the breast, and I'm going to put one in the leg portion here, the thigh. I don't normally put two, but because I've got them, I'm going to try and just to see the difference in temperature. You can't change it. Once that's at temperature, that's normally at temperature anyway. So that's what I found. Before we put it on the rotisserie, I'm just going to give it a light coating of oil all over so we can put some spice on. I'm just using my normal SPOGS, my salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and some sugar and spices. It's my go-to spice that I use on everything. Put on fairly thick. Flush them in a cavity. Right, so he's now ready to go onto the rotisserie, so that's what I'll do now, and I'll come back just now. Right, so there's our turkey on his rotisserie already, and our fire, our charcoal, is ready as well. Okay, so let's get the charcoal baskets full, get the rotisserie on, and get going. Okay, so I've got my charcoal ready. I'm just going to move some to one end and some to the other end on this one, because then I put some new charcoal just to keep going for longer on the other ends. So then this will just start burning slowly and just keep the temperature up nicely. Okay, so that's ready there. Let's put the rotisserie on. Let's put the drive motor. Pull these out. I will put a tray in the bottom here to catch the drippings. So there's my water dish. I've got a bit of water in at the moment as well. So yeah, that's just gives a bit of moisture. I will be basting the turkey as well. I will make up like a base just now and show you how I do it as well. Put the turkey on. He's about right. Switch him on. And then get some apple wood for smoking. So I get from a local applery. When they have a tree go down, They phone me, I go and get it, I chop it into short lengths and then leave it to dry, and then I chop it into smaller pieces like that. And this, whatever, it works well, very well. I love my apple. And that's it. Let's put the lid on. Open the vent. Bottom vent about an inch open, and that should bring me up to about 350 degrees in Fahrenheit. Right, so smoke on. Turkey's on its way. We'll have it later. I'll still got to make up a baste, but just a little bit about the meter probes I use. I always use a power supply, a phone charger, power supply, backup charger, whatever you want to call it, and run it on USB, because the batteries in the unit are used for charging the probes and connecting Bluetooth from the probes to the charger unit. So it does take a lot of power for that. So to prolong the life of the batteries, I use the USB whenever I'm doing a long cook. So right, so that's all set up now. I'm using 2 probes, as I said. Now, something just to show you, this little red marker here, it's so I know which probes are from which set, because I have 2 of these blocks with 4 probes each. So I put little red markers there, and I put a little red piece of tape there. The red on the probes is from electricians, from the heat shrink. So it's red heat shrink. You can get whatever color you want. I had some red left over from a job somewhere I was playing with, so yeah, I just use that and they work well. These I've just replaced now after about 18 months, and I use them once, twice a week, so they actually last very well. Okay, hope that helps. Right, so the next thing we want to do is make up our glaze. So we need to cut a couple of oranges, a couple of lemons, squeeze in, I don't have a proper fruit citrus squeezer. Use the old hands. Right, then we need some apple juice. Some sugar. Honey. I've got some crystallized honey sitting in the cupboard doing nothing, so we can use that. A couple of spoonfuls of that will be good. Got to be careful with honey because it does tend to burn when you put it on the chicken. A nice big blob of butter. And some SPOGS. Dash of SPOGS. Right. So that now can go on my little stove. And when it's bubbled down a bit and reduced, then it'll be ready. Right. I have this little ring on here too, because of the air, just to, if it's windy. So it's on, leave it on full for a while, and once it starts bubbling, it'll take probably, I don't know, about 20-30 minutes. So we'll come back later. Just taken about 25 minutes now. And let's throw a couple of sprigs of rosemary in. That's going to be perfect. Tastes delicious. Oh wow, that's good. So it's been going nearly an hour now, so it's time to glaze. I should have done it a little bit before. So we'll put a little bit of glaze on this one. I spiked my neck on as well, just so that could cook, and a piece of the liver. That's all we got as the giblets. So it's going nicely. The temperature's coming up. It says about another hour and a half, so that's 2.5 hours, maybe 3. But yeah, that's looking good now. Starting to take on some good color. The apple wood is going down. If you put another piece on. Right. Let's close them up. Come back in half an hour. It's been about another half an hour. Looking beautiful. It really is. Once it gets the color I need, maybe another 20 minutes or so, I will cover it with some foil, basically just to stop the outside from burning too much and let the inside carry on cooking. Right, another 20 minutes in. Okay, so I've just put some foil on. I gave it another little basting, put some foil on just to stop it going too brown. And it's got about an hour, maybe 3/4 of an hour left, so that'll be good. Right, so there we have it. There's my turkey. It's gone a little bit dark. I think that's because I glazed it too much. But all the temperatures are good, so it should be good. Right, so now to take it to my son's house, where we're going to be meeting everybody, and we will carve it and eat it there. I've also just done a gammon ham as well, so we should have a good feed today. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and if you liked it, please give me some feedback as well. So thank you very much, and see you in the next one.